Hey, hey, everybody.
I was the one that brought this one to his attention, so we're going to be giving this one a go.
Yeah,
This is Helvetii. I believe this is a beat 'em up. No, it's an RPG that. Wait. Oh god, I don't remember all the details, but I know it's based off of a very different mythology that you never really see represented in video games.
yeah.
It was Celtic, right?
Probably. I mean, we got a crow, this fox boy, and obviously, yeah, yeah, I'm saying Celtic.
I'm double checking. Right. Gaelic Celtic mythology.
Yeah, okay, so
Like
Gaelic.
how I think about it, and of course Jordan goes straight for the fox boy.
Yeah, totally. I mean, he has lower health, so I'm hoping he does more damage, but like none of the info actually shows what they do
Yeah,
yet.
I don't remember when I saw this demo, but I do remember it being a while ago that it was that I saw it. But yeah, the interest here was just that it's all a lot of Gaelic Celtic mythology inspiration for this game, and I can't think of many other games that have a really heavy influence of Celtic mythology and such. Like I know that there a lot of RPGs tend to have like weapons or stuff named after things in Celtic lore, or sometimes characters.
Yeah, I mean, like SMT has Cú
Cuckoo
Colin,
Lane, Cuckoo
and
Lane,
yeah,
and
Cuchulainn, yeah.
the Gale Bolg I think is also a popular weapon for a lot of RPGs.
Yeah.
And there's this one sword in Fire
Rank
Emblem I think.
L? Okay. Let's see.
There's this
What is
one sword
this?
in
That
Fire
must
Emblem
be a parry.
that's really
Also,
tough
I
to
think this is a
pronounce.
chick. Like, they don't really show any assets, but this is a female voice actor. Probably should have read.
Or maybe
Interesting.
or maybe a female voicing a male. That's always a
This
thing.
is possible.
Because because you know that's never really that unusual. I mean, a woman voices Goku.
This is true.
What the hell is the name of that sword?
Hmm.
Was it Caligbold? Some no. Was it? I think it was also in. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Uh, Radiant Dawn. No, those are characters. I'm looking for weapons. I don't know. Point is, you don't see a lot of Celtic and Irish mythology and folklore based uh, that are like greater than a character or a weapon or at most maybe like a location
Yeah.
or something
It's
along those
not used
lines.
a lot, and I'll be honest, I'm not that well versed in it myself.
Yeah, so I remember watching a video from a YouTube channel called Tail Foundry, I think it is. Uh, and they had this whole video talking about the representations of, or they had this whole video talking about the story potential for Irish mythology and how unique it is in terms of a mythology and magic system that could exist.
Hmm.
Because according to what I remember from the video, which has been a very long time since I've seen, hey, is that an L? Because
Yeah,
I think that might be a C actually,
maybe. I'm hoping.
because of the way the font looks.
Oh my gosh, I love this owl.
It's you, Jordan.
Howdy,
He,
what you buying?
it's look at him.
You're not wrong.
Okay, so you can't
Yeah, I
afford
can't
anything at
afford
this
anything
time.
yet. Hey, I'm Bob. Welcome to Bob's. I'm still kind of workshopping that. I like Bob. Bye then. Come back with more coins.
Yeah, that is totally you. That owl.
I do like
Because
owls.
everybody, yeah, everyone's fond of owls except for Mice and Shrews and Simon Cowell, and they know why they come for you. If you got that
Ah,
reference, if you got that reference, you're cool.
this is true.
It's an old video, like God, old animation YouTube. It's like the same areas that look at my horse animation.
My horse is amazing.
So I think maybe buy the key for certain, because you might need that.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy Fey Apple, key, and up my health.
Yep.
Because I am taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, the pact system's kind of interesting. Like, you just make a pact with a god, and you get 2 skills.
Yeah, that'll be... This definitely looks unique as a beat 'em up. Should I say
I
this
have
is a beat 'em up?
ranged? Holy shit, I have ranged options.
Well, there you go. So do you plan on trying the other characters out, depending on how long this stage is?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'd like to see more of how the game itself plays.
Oh, that was a summonable ability. I thought that was an enemy.
No,
thing that
that's an ability.
Okay.
I do like how I can just, like, air combo on these guys.
Yeah, that's... Marvel vs. Capcom 3 him.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I was saying about Irish mythology, some examples were brought up in regards to its more arbitrary magic rules compared to others, like the hard or soft magic system stuff that you usually hear about in fantasy stories, where it's like, oh, sometimes you have magic that's dictating rules, others are a lot more freeform. Like, I wouldn't say this magic necessarily, but it's like Full Metal Alchemist versus Lord of the Rings in that respect, where it's like, you know, you never really have the wizards of Lord of the Rings explaining the hard rules of how their magic works, like how alchemy works in Full Metal Alchemist.
Well, yeah, but also, like, in Lord of the Rings, you don't just have wizards randomly casting Fireball.
Yeah, or being able to control the weather.
Yes, like, they have a soft magic system. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that's actually a C instead of an L looking at it now.
Yeah. You just had a weirdo bit with... Yep, it is a C.
Okay. Got some little brambles or something.
I'm going to assume the brambles are for an upgrade of some kind.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying, the arbitrary nature of it all is just that even the people that don't have magic are affected by it in some extent.
Yes.
Like, there's this story about the founding of Ireland in mythology, where it's this one man on a boat full of women, or it's like 3 men on a boat full of women.
That
something
sounds
like
scary.
that. And and one of the men named Finton, who I think ends up being the only one that lives, couldn't take the problems that arise on the ship any further, and he just jumps into the ocean and then just randomly turns into a salmon.
That's actually kind of metal.
So, yeah, it's never explained why he turned into a salmon or how he turned into a salmon.
But magic.
What affected him that turned him into a salmon, but that's yeah.
Magic do what magic do.
Yeah. It's magic kind of considered more as much of a random force as a nature thing is. You know, like it's like the equivalent of a weird weather turn, where it's like, oh, one weather turn could cause the day to be really hot versus the next day. So it's like, okay, so one day you have no magic, and then suddenly, oh, men are turning into salmons now.
Yep.
So that's the extent that I at least remember from that video, but I do think that Irish mythology and stuff is a tad underrepresented in media.
Oh, it is.
Because, like, it's easy enough to turn to Greek and Norse because there's so much documentation over that stuff. And,
Oh, yeah, the classics.
And how, I mean, it's influenced media for however many years. And
Thousands.
Granted, there are other mythologies that also don't get as much representation. I remember Zoroastrianism is something I didn't even know about until I played SMT5.
Oof.
With the, you know that water goddess you can do that side quest for?
Yeah.
To get her on your team?
Yeah,
I didn't know
she's
she was
Zoroastrianism.
Yeah, I didn't know she was from Zoroastrianism.
Yeah.
Didn't even know what that was.
Essentially, proto-Christianity, or like Judaism, like it came before all that.
Yeah, very old.
Yeah.
Then there's a lot of Hindu stuff. There's Peruvian.
Hindu's pretty cool. I like the Hindu stuff.
Then there's Egyptian, which has its parts. I know it has a... I mean, obviously you've got the game Smite, which pretty much has everything from everywhere, all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, that was intentional, people. But as for other things, yeah, there are representations from those mythologies, but when you're talking about, like, what's the two that people know the most, it's Greek and Norse. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Okay, so it does look like having... So this is pretty much kind of like more Devil May Cry-ish kind of
Yeah, it's
fighting
kind of
system.
a 2D Devil May Cry.
Yeah. the only way to improve Devil May Cry is to let you play as a half fox man.
Yeah. Howdy! What you buying? I love this
Yeah,
freaking owl.
he's very doofy.
Yeah. Let's see. Extremely. I don't have enough for anything more than a key.
Or an apple.
Yeah, which, like, that box over there, if I saw it was a key, I get to the end of the level, I have some extra coins, I can come back. I mean, I'm not even at half health. I might die to the boss, but taking on one enemy is easier than taking on a room full, so...
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Especially since you now know you have a ranged attack.
Yeah, and also, I don't know if this is supposed to be a block, but I think this is a block.
Could be a parry.
Yeah, I'm not wondering if we have a parry. There's an instruction manual at the front of the game, and I'm a stoop who didn't read it.
You're okay. So you're.
I am playing blind. This is like.
You're literally just. Oh, you look cool.
That is
Oberon.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Wait, Oberon. Wow, that's a very different design compared to what we've seen in SMT for that guy.
Oh shit.
I think Oberon is the king of the fairies in Irish mythology. If memory serves, because I know Titania, and I think Oberon's is her.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's like the king of the fae.
Wow, that is a different design compared to what I've seen normally. Because I remember watching the anime Ancient Magus Bride, I think it's called.
Yes, I love that show. That is a pretty good show. Yeah.
You're fighting Oberon. That is such a unique look.
It really is. I like it. Damn it. I was not able to move fast enough.
And you don't have any healing skills or items or anything?
Not really, no.
Alright, just need to be careful.
I like bullet hell games, but damn it, dude.
Yeah. So how is the control so far?
I mean, the controls are fine. The only real complaint I have about it is, like, your ability to react is not that good.
How, the next time he does that orb attack thing, I would like to suggest the idea of maybe, using your ranged attack to see if you can break those orbs apart.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Because that could be, you know, dodging them is an option, but there's no way that they would put that much on screen for you to dodge and not have you given the ability to, break those apart, like in your Automata or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, now it looks like he's going for, like, this ranged grab attack.
I'll bet you keep getting health orbs. That's a man up. You're dead.
Yeah, the blue fairy shot me from off screen.
Yep.
Alright, well, let's see another character before we do, like, head off, you know?
Yeah.
Don't know why my controller got a little disconnected there. But the fox is pretty cool. I like the fox. Let's see. Trickster. Okay, so yeah, that is a parry. So doing the command before the attack hits. Parrying is just an instant before the hit executes a perfect parry. Use your special input on the ground or in the air to enter a parry stance. Okay. So they do have, like a stance.
Devico?
Devico. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Through guard enemies as well as interrupt enemy power attacks. Okay, so he's just like, time your strong hit at the right moment.
Yeah. Yeah. So like when the enemy flashes red and I'm dodging with him, if you time it right, you could just smack right through it.
Yep. Druid that can attack from distances. Her companion Kate, Karos. Okay. Low health but high mana. Okay.
That does sound pretty fun.
Do you have a coin on hand to do a coin flip?
You know, no, I do not. How about you?
Nope.
Well, I got a die, so I'll roll a d4.
Even for
Even mage, odd, barbarian dude. Okay, we're playing barbarian dude. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Always keep a set of dice on hand. You never know when they'll come in handy.
Yeah, sudden D&D game. Or it's like a situation of like a car crash happens and it's like, oh god, this car crash is super brutal. I mean, we've managed to pull out the people in there, and met emergency services on the way. Hey, does anybody have a D20 on them? Well, I think I might be of help with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I will say I kind of like the fox a little better anyway, just because, like, right there when I try to angle my shots up, he travels. Like, she does not travel half as much.
Yeah.
Like, your attack's just your attack. But with this guy, yeah, the attack is also movement.
I mean, that's not necessarily an awful thing.
I don't like that. Like, movement
yeah.
and strength should be completely separated.
Yeah,
wow, they just killed themselves.
Don't you just love being able to use the environment to your advantage?
Oh, always.
It's part of the reason why why Yakuza is so loved is like the heat moves, being able to do these things for you. I do love the attack animations in this though. This looks so cool.
Yeah. I will say he is probably better for beginners, as they said, because he juggles enemies, like, really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have to be facing to hit.
Yeah, if that hitbox looks like it's pretty large.
But there's kind of the movement issue again. Like, I start with a heavy to break that, but because I'm moving while doing it, I just walked right past them.
Yeah, that can be a bit of a problem, but I guess it's probably more of a timing situation.
Yeah, and you know me,
I'm the parry.
Yeah, inputs to time is one thing. Just timing a button press, oof, that's hard.
Does that mean you're not that good at rhythm games?
DDR, yes. Every other rhythm game ever made, oh, I'm horrible.
Well, now I know to not have you on the karaoke sessions for another Yakuza game.
Oh yeah, no, I hate those minigames.
Shame, because they're quite fun.
Yeah, no, to me they just ruin the flow of the game. Like, tying skills and stuff behind them in Zero or Kiwami was kind of a pain, because I was like, I want, you know, the Dragon Dojima, so I need to do the investing, which was alright. But when you're trying to get the one for Mark Hamill's dude, I forget his name.
Majima?
Yeah, Majima. And you have to, like, actually time the presses and all that. I was like, ugh, fuck this. I gotta do it anyway.
By the by, he actually has another English dub voice actor, since Mark Hamill's probably not as readily available to, you know, voice act in certain projects.
Yeah, that's fair, but...
Majima is now voiced by Matt Mercer, which, you know what?
I hear that name is pretty good.
Yep, he's He was the Overwatch cowboy guy. I forget what the
McCree.
name they changed him to was.
Yeah, Cassidy or something.
He was also Chrom in Fire Emblem Awakening. I know he voiced a character in Magi. Sinbad, that's who he voiced. He voiced Sinbad in Magi.
Oh yeah, this fight's a lot easier with this guy.
So Sinbad in Magi. I think he voiced an archer character in Indivisible, if I remember right. That RPG that was developed by the Skullgirls people. Was it the Skullgirls people?
That would not surprise me.
Let's see. God, he's been in a lot, but I'm not recalling all of his roles off the top of my head. And obviously, people know him from Critical Role because you know he's known as a really good DM.
Oh yeah, no, he is.
But yeah, he's now the voice of Majima in English. But they did manage to get Kiryu's old voice actor back.
I mean, that's great.
Which is all well and good, because I listened to some of the Yakuza 1 dub that's like the one dub over the Kiwami cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiryu's English voice actor fits pretty fucking decently, I'd have to say.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, it's...
Like, if you already got someone for the role, you should try to just keep him in the role, usually.
Yeah. It's just Mark Hamill's a special case because he's fucking Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah, he is Mark Hamill.
I do like the way the environments look in this game. They're so cool.
God, I hate fighting dogs. Resident Evil has scarred me for life.
Yeah, for me it was more Bloodborne and some of the Souls games. It's only like I'm not as into the Souls series as I used to be, but I remember dogs always being the big pain in the ass enemy for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Levi from Attack on Titan, that's right.
Ah.
That's who Matt Mercer also voiced. Forgot about that.
Me too. Okay, so now I can make my pact.
Ah, you want to know who else he did? He's
Who?
the English voice actor for Jotaro in the JoJo series. He also voiced Zato 1 and Eddie in Guilty Gear Strive. That's right, he was also Yusuke in Persona 5. I forgot that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Let's see.
he's now at rank 8, so he's our boyfriend.
He also, wait. No, I said Yusuke, not Yosuke.
Oh.
Yosuke's Yuri Lowenthal. Yusuke's in Persona 5.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said P4 for some reason.
No. He also voiced Espio the Chameleon in Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. Oh, he's the voice of Trafalgar Law for One Piece. That's cool. Yeah, learning voice acting stuff is always really fun to see.
Oh yeah.
Who these characters, like to see who these actors have done, to see how big their range is. It's so nice.
Totally. Oh my, this is what I get for switching to joystick instead of just continuing to use the directional pad.
D-pad's better for 2D games.
It really
I'm
is.
telling
I
you.
wanted to reach up with my finger like I had a PlayStation controller. I touched the stick. This was a bad choice.
Yeah. Let's see. Jotaro Kujo. Huh.
It was
So
JoJo.
For Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, he voiced Kanji.
Huh.
I guess, well, I mean, I guess it would make sense they couldn't get Troy Baker. But, honestly, Troy Baker's kind of in a bit of hot water regarding that he was advocating NFT stuff.
Yeah, but so many people were. Like,
Yeah.
I can't hold it against them too much, even if it was stupid.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta forgive people
hopefully
when they
they
do
at
it
least learn
stupid.
their lesson from how much of a PR nightmare it is for NFTs to be an option that's considered by people. Because, you know, for one thing, as like a lot of the times they are scams, and the other thing is that they do damage the environment, especially the ones that end up having a lot of storage.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I'm all about crypto. I love crypto, but The idea of using
I don't.
blockchain as a verification method, to me, seems a bit flawed.
I mean, it's just the crypto concept sounds okay on paper, but the practices that keep being used on it just no, no.
Well, and that's my thing. Like, if it was still like it was when I got into it, where it was a bunch of hobbyists and criminals that just wanted to have a alternative payment method and were using their own PCs in free time and not building giant servers or getting specialized equipment to pull as much energy as possible to crack chain code, then yeah, your hash rates aren't as high, you're not pulling as much of a profit, but you know what? Hey, you're in a new economy that is peer-to-peer. That's great. When China gets involved and fills entire warehouses full of specialized hashing equipment that's, you know, essentially pulling a power plant's worth of energy to get as much as fast as possible and hurting everyone else's hash rates so they can solidify wealth, well, that kind of breaks the whole system. Like, that's not the point.
I just know that all I know is crypto can be very risky and also can be scammy at worst.
Yeah.
So
And
I don't bother.
to me, crypto's not much different than just the regular credit system here in the US because we already use digital currency on our cards for the most part that go into a ledger somewhere. So the idea of just making the dollar digital makes sense to me. It's like, stop printing the freaking money and just change the ledger when you need to.
I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I just trust other people's judgments about the more problematic elements that crypto and NFT stuff is and can be.
Fair.
Like, I'm not gonna claim that I'm any expert about it, but judging by the evidence that a lot of people have backing it, I'm not gonna make any calls other than I just don't think it's trustworthy.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna hold my F, but Dogecoin and all the fads, like, no.
Yeah, at the very least, if you're gonna take an L if you used to be crypto, at least hold the L with dignity.
Exactly, like, that's my thing. Am I at a loss right now? Yes. Do I still believe in the concept? Yes. But am I buying more? Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Let's see, Sinbad from... I'm still looking at Matt Mercer's backlog. He's got a lot of shows on it under his belt. Okay, he voiced a lot of Digimon and Digimon Fusion.
Alright.
As I said, it's just fun for me to look up these voice actor facts and the different characters they've done. Oh, he voiced Leon in Resident Evil 6. Okay, so it seems like past Resident Evil 4, Matt Mercer's been the voice of Leon.
Okay.
And it seems like he... And it seems like he's the current voice of Kanji after Troy Baker didn't reprise his role.
Yeah. Makes sense.
He voiced Curtis Stryker in Mortal Kombat 9. I figured that would do something for you because you're the fighting game person between the two of us.
Yeah. All right, let's kill Obarion this time.
Voice Skelter Helter and No More Heroes 2?
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Huh. He voiced Fei Long in Street Fighter 4. Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. Alright, so I'm at his earliest role. His earliest role is Prince Demandi from Sailor Moon R. Okay. Yeah, Matt Mercer's got a lot of work to him, which, I mean, justified. He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
So,
We're gonna have to start taking this fight way slower.
yeah, don't try to bum rush him.
Well, I know I do a lot of damage, but also I came in here with like no mana.
Yeah.
Not to mention, it looks like the water skills are good for dealing with, like, a variety of enemies, but up close, not so much.
Right.
Dang it, where'd that fairy go? Okay, okay, I can run through that shield. Awesome.
Yeah, looks like you can.
No.
Well.
Wow, that sucked. I was just trying to cast the big capture, but yeah, I guess not. Oh well. Yeah, I'd say of the two I've played, I kind of prefer the fox, but I see the appeal in this guy. The mage is probably going to be better for that boss fight because you're staying at a distance.
Yeah,
but
albeit probably you have to deal with really low defenses, but
yeah.
Overall, this game does seem like it has some cool stuff to it.
Oh, definitely.
More of a spectacle fighter, Metroidvania, which I think the only time we ever did one of those was with Vernal Edge.
Yeah.
Like last year.
Yeah, so it's been a while. We've seen...
There is a market for this idea.
Yeah, we've seen the concept, but it's not a common one, so we're always happy to see more.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully you all enjoyed this, and if you want to see more demonstrations from us, as well as some of our other content, be sure to sub. And if you have any other demos you'd like to suggest to us, be sure to sound them off in the comments.
Heck yeah, like and subscribe, people.
Yeah, so take care, people. See you in the next one. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Open Couch Gaming for more video game antics.